Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Omineca Spiritual Center. Tonight we are doing our April full pink supermoon in Libra. We've got a lot of ground to cover tonight, so sit back, relax, and let's get started. So those of you that follow full moons know that a full moon is a time for releasing, for recalibrating, for receiving, and for celebration. A time to gather with your friends and family and harness the power of the magical full moon. At this point in time, it's hard for us to gather because of extenuating circumstances, but you get what I mean. At the time of the full moon, you will be called into the depths of your feeling and heightened awareness that can help you focus on what brings you great joy and how to beautifully embellish your intention that makes you magnetically attractive. So in summary, the full moon in April is called the full pink moon. It's also called the grass moon, the fish moon, the seed moon, and a couple of other moons. And the reason it's called this is because of the pink moss that starts to, it's a wild ground cover, it's a wild pink phlox that starts to flower this time of the year. So it's been referred to as the pink moon, representing the first growth of seeds that have been planted. There's an easy breezy way about this time of the year in Libra. And Libra is about balance, and it's a natural twosome of the universal laws, light and dark, up and down, balance and fairness. A time to look in the mirror of one in order to be able to see the other, the entirety of the dimension of who you are. We are in the second phase of this year, a full expression moon, and it's time for you to clearly define your goals as you and the universe are clear on what you desire to accomplish. You'll also look at the inner and outer obstacles that will inevitably cross your path and how to skillfully navigate them. This moon is about self-care. So during the next 14 to 15 days, make sure that you take that time, whatever that means for you. So during this presence of this full moon, let's get busy. Let's pull some weeds. Let's let go and start to free up your energy so that we can grab onto some new intentions and really manifest at the time of this new moon. It's perfect for purging rituals to take place. It's a good time to let go of whatever no longer serves us, such as addictions, relinquishing suffering, and discharging physical and emotional pain. So let's get started in our circle, and as we go through the circle, we will talk more about what this full moon has to offer. So in case you didn't see the note, for our ritual part of this full moon ceremony tonight, you will need a bowl, you will need some ice cubes, and you will need a tea light candle. So if you don't have those available yet, this is a good time to pause the video and start it up when you get back, and we'll get going. I'd like to start by using our invocation. So we invoke the nature spirits to help us through our release process during the full moon ritual. So she, Divine Lady, Lady of all that is, I ask for your presence and for your blessing. Please clear the space of any heavy energy and fill it with love, truth, and healing. I ask for you to work through me, to work through us, and to make sure that we hear and feel what we need the most as we experience this circle together. Tonight we greet the evening with anticipation. We gather and seek the wisdom of our elders, the ancients, the guides, the ancestors, and humbly in your presence, seek the knowledge we are ready to integrate. For now is the time. We are promised no tomorrows, and this is the hour of magic. Now is the moment of possibility. What is possible for you? What possibility exists for you that you have not, will not, cannot, or dare not embrace? So bearing that in mind, I would like you to grab your candle, and we're going to open our circle here tonight with a stitch. Now, if you've never joined us before, a stitch is basically an opportunity to really sink into what you're bringing with you tonight. Now, depending on your mood or where you are or who you're hanging out with, that's going to change sometimes from minute to minute. So this isn't about judging where you are. It's about allowing you the opportunity to express. So as I'll start and give you guys a moment to think about what you might like to do or say. So I'll just light my match. And today I bring with me hope. And now it's your turn. And feel free to pause the video right here if you need a minute to think about it. Light your candle, say your word, and then start the video back up when you're ready. So the other thing that we usually like to do when we open circle is if you have your favorite anointing oil, this is my Healer's Heart blend, and you can just anoint yourself on wherever feels appropriate for you. Oh, that smells heavenly. The other thing you can do too is if you don't want to anoint yourself, you can put the oil on your hands. I have a carrier in mind, so I just rub my hands together to burn off the carrier, create some heat, so that the scent of those oils will really start to carry. So you can do one breath, two breaths, three breaths. Excellent. So carrying on with our theme tonight, in April, the thunderstorms of March have really begun to subside, and the winds are picking up. Now, these winds, first of all, represent Libra, and secondly, these winds, they carry their seeds. They carry the seeds of the trees and the bushes and all the seeds that are looking for a home. And the winds start to spread them around and allow the seeds the opportunity to nestle in and grow. The trees are starting to have buds on them, and the spring daffodils and tulips are starting to think about coming out. Where I am right now, I still have 3 feet of snow, so I gotta wait another month for the daffodils and tulips. But for you, they might already be up. The birds are nesting or thinking about nesting. And much like March, this remains a time of conception and fertility and of new growth. And it's a time to stop and to plan and then to start doing. To take all those ideas you've been brewing about for the past couple of months and bring them into fruition. So right here, I'd like you to take a moment and just write down a few words that represent your bigger vision, your bigger plan. You should have brought a journal with you. And again, if you didn't bring your journal, stop the video, go get your journal, and come back and join us. Once you've written down a few words that represent your bigger vision, you can start the video again. With this moon in particular, because it's a supermoon, it will enhance any work you do by an automatic 20%. So this is going to be a powerful time for manifestation, a powerful time for meditation, a powerful time for any kind of energy healing, or recharging your human energy field, or recharging your chakras, or recharging your thought forms. It's the it's thought that the full moon shines down so much pure energy, anything it touches is embedded with incredible radiance and love. Thereby, it stands to reason that the supermoon effect amplifies that power and makes it even stronger. At this point in time, if you have any questions about the moon and its abilities and its intention, I ask you to pop it in the chat. I will be following the chat for quite a while, so even if you watch the replay, you'll probably still get an answer from me. So in order to support our desires, our intentions that we're setting this time at the new moon, I'd like to pull a card for you. This is one of my favorite decks. I use it almost daily. It's the Wisdom of the Oracle card deck by Colette Baron-Reid. Her cards are just beautiful. So I'm just going to give them a quick shuffle here. One. I always do them in threes. One for the body, one for the spirit, one for the soul, right? 1, 2. Third one, I like to always shuffle a little bit by hand. And I'm going to shuffle one more time. And we'll just ask whatever card wants to be seen here today to just jump out at me. There we go. I always feel them in my fingers. Let me just flip it this way. Oh, so we have Unfinished Symphony, card number 10, and it came up in the protected way. So if you'd like to see it this way, card number 10, Unfinished Symphony. So let's just have a look at what that means. We want to actually look at the card. Well, let's look at it upside down first. I don't know. You can, again, you can stop the video right here, and you can do your own card reading for yourself if you would so choose. And then you can pick up the video when you're done. For me, I see a lot of stepping up into the future. There's lots of support there for us. And although the support that is there for us might not look like what we're expecting. So where in your life right now are the unexpected things showing up for you to help you manage your way through whatever it is you're having to manage? Right now, we're all quarantined with the COVID-19 virus going around. So how are you managing that? And how are events, including people and other things showing up for you? Because the steps are all there. You might not see them all though. Let me just read what it says about number 10, 12, 10. So the card itself is unfinished business, an incomplete an incomplete lesson, a lack of closure, a need to make amends. So the protection message is, when unfinished business casts a shadow over your life, it's a reminder that procrastination is a form of self-sabotage. It's not in your best interest to stall. Even stumbling forward is better than holding back. Don't overthink things or let yourself get distracted. Just tie up any loose ends and deliver the results. Don't quit before the finish line. Spirit wants you to win. So that's quite interesting when we're talking about the setting our intentions. So right now we are in Libra, which Again, is scales, balance, trying to find harmony in relationships. So right now during COVID-19, that might be personal relationships, that might be business relationships, and there's a real polarity of viewpoints. So where in that can we heal? Where in that can we be the mediator between the viewpoints? Yeah, and your desire and how it's expressed. Where are you judging your desire? And where are you judging how it's expressed? Um, sometimes you have to have done things quite a few times in order to be proficient at it, in order to be graceful at it. So the card says just stumble forward. You don't have to be perfection. You don't have to be full of grace with it. Just start doing. And again, when you look at the astrology of where we are right now, it is about desire through Venus, who rules Libra right now. It is about desire and how it's expressed. So just be okay with what you can do for now. Okay? Excellent. So while the thoughts come up about what you can do for now and the not judging of how it's actually put forward into the world, again, even stumbling is better than not doing anything at all. I'd like to set aside 3 minutes. I'd like you to open your journal, and we're going to set aside 3 minutes. I'll put my timer on. And while these thoughts are fresh in your mind, I would like you to go ahead and start journaling on how you are expressing your desire and how you might even be holding yourself back due to the thoughts that you might be having around the imperfection. Now remember, everything we think about, everything we try and do right now is 20 times amplified, or sorry, 20% amplified. So if you're holding yourself back and not doing, that is also 20% amplified. So go ahead, I've got the timer started now, and we're going to take 3 minutes, and we're just going to allow you to journal some of those thoughts. Okay, we're at 3 minutes now. If you haven't finished writing, feel free to stop the video and continue with your thoughts and start back up when you're done. Excellent. So we've talked a little bit about the Libra, talked a little bit about the Libra moon. We've talked a little bit about the amplification, what stepping stones we might be missing or how we're perceiving them right now. The shadow side of the Libra moon can tend to be self-indulgent and dependent. And because you're able to see both sides of every situation right now, this can sometimes lead to indecisiveness. But what we're all truly looking for is a search for the truth right now, an absolute search for the truth, supported by Venus being in Libra. And it's an opportunity right now to gather all objective information and get all of your cards on the table. To support that right now, I'd like to do um, some energy work with you on transmuting some blockages and working with the shadows. So again, for this one, this is where you're going to need your bowl and you're going to need your ice cubes and you're going to need your tea light candle. So your ice cubes, and mine are starting to melt. So, but your ice cubes are representing your blockages in life. Those things that you want objective and clear information about. I don't know, I probably have about 8 or 10 ice cubes here, and I've just got them in a little bowl. So these ice cubes are representing blockages in your life that are preventing you from being in alignment with your highest self. So the tea light here is representing you, and the light will represent your higher self. So your intention here is not just to remove obstacles and blockages, but to transmute those energies and to assist you in becoming more in alignment with your path. We can bring all the energy back into vibration, tune in, do something, and invoke your higher self. So all you need to do is you just place the tea light in the center of the bowl. Focus on that divine magic light around yourself, coming in from your higher self, so right from the top, right through, right down to the bottom. And then firmly speak out loud, I light this candle with the power of my higher self. And then firmly speak out loud, I light this candle with the power of my higher self. And as you light the candle, feel the lighting of your higher self infused with the flame. Feel the divine spark of your higher self. Hold your hand over the bowl and firmly state, as the light melts the ice, the magic begins, transmutes blockages without and within. Assist me in rising above now to fulfill the divine unfolding of my holy true will. And as the tea light starts to melt the ice now becomes representative of the transmutation of those blockages in front of you, underneath you, beside you, and even behind you. And when it's finished, remove the tea light and dispose of the water, pouring it outside onto the earth, so that the Mother Earth may gain nourishment from it, and she'll break down and transmute the blockages even further. And so it is. I'd like you to just close your eyes, and I'd like you to just visualize. Visualize that ice absolutely melted. And within that ice was all of those things that were blocking your way. All of those things that were blocking who you are. All of those things that represent something in your way of getting what you want. And just feel that move through your system. Feel it release. And feel it just let go. And so it is. So to close out our circle now, we just have to complete with the burning of the blowing out of the burning candle that we lit at the beginning of the circle. If you're not quite complete in your energy clearing or in your visualization, again, feel free to just stop the video and pick it up when you're ready to begin. So as we close circle, I'd again like you to say out loud one or two words that best represent the now you, the movement forward, representing what you've left behind. And at whatever it might be, one or two, three words, and as you state those words, just blow out your candle. My word right now is complete. Excellent. So again, you can stop the video, say your word, blow out your candle if you need to, or you just do it alongside me, whatever feels best for you. I'd like to thank you very much for joining me here on this. It's a long one. Libra, full pink moon, supermoon, full moon, moon ceremony. Excellent. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you'd like to know more about the Omineca Spiritual Center, feel free to go to our website at ominecaspiritualcenter.ca. You can check out what's happening there on a monthly basis. If you like this video, please click like because it helps us greatly. And if you feel so inclined, appreciate it if you give us a share. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in about 2 weeks for our next new moon ceremony. Thanks, and take care, everybody. Bye-bye.